Why hello there, my prospective ranchers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, episode 224, Searching for Boom. Alright, I am going to go on the assumption that the solar flare is going to kill all my crops, so I'm just going to harvest whatever I can. I don't care about yields. We're already in the hole a little bit for food. We caught back up, but mostly because I think I bought berries that helped to cover. But yeah, we're starting to lose plants due to cold. I should have just harvested immediately. Penguin, you get spared. Trying to figure out who gets gene scan next. Oh, Star will. Cool. What the hell? The horse was being kept company by a dead war urchin. The war urchin, I think, lacked attack targets and decided, you know what? I'm going to go horse around. Sorry, not sorry about that pun. I am going to go with a suspending the human light butchering, because I think we have enough garbage here now to have to tidy up. Okay, solar flare. You win. You've killed off all my crops. Good job. Let's go. Power back on. Please. They're hauling slag. Someday the sea ice or the ice sheet will be clean. Maybe never. All right, power's back on. Cool. I do have some viewer suggestions already, so I'm going to pull on them. I'm going to pause the redemption. Clean met pollution. Move these slaves and expand the barracks. Set up tox or chemgen generators. Phase out mechs for combat. Send Bry out to trade. Ranch boomalopes for chem fuel. Or add more doctors with xenogerm implantation. All fantastic suggestions, I must say. Oh, Apuleius, you got so tired of the sunlight, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna need a smoke. All of the smoke leaf. I'm gonna smoke myself stupid. Yeah, well, Bryzit's gonna taser you with his brain. Holy hell! How did... What? What? How is... What? Oh, because you're psychic deaf. Oh my god. That's pretty cool. So psychic deaf apparently works against Words of Serenity. So that you don't go into a psychic coma. So you were in a psychic coma for like 1 second, and you're like, alright, yeah, I'm good. Thanks for the slap to the face. That's what it was, basically. Kadath, you popped out. You are a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-er. Female. You're definitely going to be kept alive because of super immunity, a very important trait. So I'm going to install a nuclear stomach, and then we're going to have to decide what to do with you. Chad always picks the silliest goals? Yeah, sometimes. Oh, and Plex is out. So Plex. Mudcaplex. You are going straight to the prison. I like your coloring. You don't need to be reimplanted. You're already passive prisonered. We already have a bed for you. So, just so that you get hauled away to the right spot. I'm having Zleb come and arrest you. And then some other things need to happen. Kadath, you're going to be set to anything, find meals, scheduled no drugs because you don't. You're a teetotaler. Industrial meds, carry meds. Move you here. Looks like you guys want me to go for boomalopes. Got it. Before I set up a gene for Kadath. What the hell? So, Kadath inherited Psychite Dependency and also Wake Up Impervious. Interesting. Very strange. Very strange individual. Shooting melee are both the same level at level 6. And doesn't have, well, has body purist. So, whatever. What should Kadath do? Melee or ranged? And I might make Kadath a doctor to help out with the doctoring in the colony as well. You guys vote on that? And then Plex. Nope, Kath is hypothermic. Plex is going to need to be set up with proper assignments as well. So you are female. Prison NPM, that is correct. You're going to need to be implanted with a... You're stupid, but you're happy. And you are going to be farmed for your ovum. I'm going to build up a little bit more of a hemo supply. Oh, some of these are genes. Oh, all of them are genes. Hold on. How did I miss that? There we go. Bring me the hemogen. Colorful prison I got there? Yeah, man. That's how I do. Alright, Kadath. I'm going to call this one a little early. Looks like we're going to be ranged. So, let's take a quick look at you. Yeah, I'm going to make you a ranged doctor. If I can There you are. So you come with super immunity. I might actually bump you down to just strong immunity. We don't actually need you to be super immune. You come with robust and reduced pain. That's good. You have dark vision. That's great. So if you're going to be a shooter, great shooter, poor melee, poor construction, awful mining, poor cook, awful plants, awful social, awful art, awful intellectual, great medical, awful craft, awful animals. All right, that's covered. You're a shooter. Oh, quick study, because I'm going to want you to be a better doctor quicker. We will make you a little uglier. A very fast runner. And I don't know if I'm going to have extra points. Oh, heat weak. That will be 1 extra point. So, well, let's see. What can we do? Elongated fingers would be good. For you to be a doc. I could probably add Psychic Doll. That's a cheap one. What are some other... I would like you to be very happy. So I need to be able to afford that somehow. Dead, Calm, and Kind needs to be afforded as well. Oh, and you came with Aggressive, so that's going to be a problem. That's going to be very expensive. I'm going to ditch the Fast Runner unless I can make it up somehow. Staggering Ugly is already added. Can I overwrite the Wake Up Immune with Wake Up Resistant? I can. Oh, they're smart. We're smart. I could do weak melee. I tend to avoid weak melee on my people so that if they have to punch, they can. I don't need poor plants. I already have awful plants. Yar. Well, I'm not going to be able to afford the... what I could do is I could pick between Very Fast Runner and Quick Stunny. And then I have 1 point left over. Unless I want to ditch something I don't need. Nah. Alright, 1 point left over. What do I want? Furry tail? I think you have dark vision, right? Yeah, you have dark vision. You already came with cold tolerant? You already have awful social. Yeah, I don't really know. Just a tail? Keep you a little warmer? But I don't think you're going to need the warmth. What I could do is I could give you Psychic Death, and then I have 2 extra points, and the 2 extra points make you fire resistant. I like that more. I'm starting to roll fire resistance out. Partial antitox won't give me an extra point. That costs a point. I think you have that backwards. Oh, no. Maybe you're right. Was Kadath immune? Oh, well, that's Kath. Yes. Well, okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. You were right about that. Shoot, I already have it calculated. But great, you were completely correct. And I ignored you. God, I'll redo it. I hate myself, but I'll redo it. Okay, learning from my mistakes. Here we go. So, we're going to overwrite the total immunity with partial immunity. So that's a -3 to a -1. And then the super immunity with strong immunity. Psychic Death. Heat Weak. Very Happy Fast Runner. Dead calm. Where's kind? Kind, unattractive. Awful, 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 awful. Poor, poor, awful, 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 great. And great. Alright. I think this is pretty much what we had last time. What am I missing? Because, you know, I have a really nasty head cold and I feel... the wake up resistant. Okay. So, I have 5 points left over. So a log into fingers and quick learning and still 1 point left over. Yeah, it was worth redoing this because I had screwed it up. Super clot. Sure. Okay, yeah, right. I forgot. Pig ears is not a rejected trait. I was like, oh god. But no, we're good. And let's make you blue. Alright. Or white. I don't even know what color you'll end up. Great. Thank you for being my brain, chat. Is anyone else going to pop out anytime soon? We have a few 14-year-olds. But other than that, no. So, the priority is Wendigo project and get boomalopes. So about the boomalopes. Obviously, I already have a bit of a ranch, and I can put them in here. Really at no cost. The benefit of putting them in here is this is sort of heated with the geothermal generator. I might want to double insulate the walls to make it heated a little bit more easily and put a heater in there and an AC to make sure the temperature is regulated because I don't need boomalopes going kablam, you know, from being heat stroke to hypothermic. So really what it comes down to is Bryzit needs to go buy the boomalopes because I don't have them. Let me quickly check. I don't think boomalopes are temperate forests, temperate swamps, tropical rainforests, tropical swamps, shrublands, and deserts. Yeah, so the closest boomalopes to me are freaking far away for, like, natural taming. So that is out of the question. I'm not gonna tame boomalopes. It is... Well, I could shuttle there, right? But, like, then I'd have to shuttle back. It's like a half a year's journey to do that. So... instead... I can try to buy them off of traders. I don't have anyone good in taming either. I think I actually do have some of my colonists inherited Edekin great animals. And all I would have to do is not override their great animals with poor animals or awful animals, and they would be okay with taming. I mean, that... Oh, so Whammy, for instance, has great animals that got overwritten. So, like, all I would have to do is xenogerm implant Whammy with something that didn't override great animals, and he could tame them up like a storm. So the question is, how to go about this? How should I get boomalopes? I will consider taming, because I think shuttles is possible. I don't use shuttles very often, and I have plenty of excess honor. So I could do taming, which is probably more of a guarantee, because I know where they are, and I could go hunt for them, or trade, and it's possible that I get other fun things while I trade. I'm going to leave it up to you. I can give you 5 minutes to vote on that. In those 5 minutes, I think what I'll do is I will change the ranch a bit. Hey, Troll. How's it going today? Thank you for the resub. So if we're gonna go for boomalopes, I'm gonna want, you know. Oh, you know what? This doesn't even incorporate double insulated walls. Like I said, we ought to have. So double insulated walls. How much slate do I have? 500, 600? That should be enough. Double insulated walls and more space. Nice cut. Oh, thank you. I've been trying to decide whether or not to go with shaving it or like clipping it, and I think I'm leaning towards clipping, as I have a lot of irritation from shaving. It's probably one of those things like your body just like gets used to it after a while, but I ain't used to it yet. You're gonna have the same style pretty soon. It's more manageable given the summer. Yeah, it's hot, and what I will say is I've been sleeping a little bit better, like not waking up in a flop sweat because of all the heat. So 1010 would shave it again. Definitely a more comfortable hairstyle for sure. With the extra fabricors, another thing I could do is to have the fabricors able to travel to the smelter and to shred stuff. You prefer shaving much quicker, personally? Maybe I'm just bad at it? Okay, Penguin died. We extracted Psychic Doll and Great Plants combined. Wait. Isn't that what yeah, so it didn't work. It failed. It extracted as a bank. 39% of you are in the money. Let's not auto-load that. Mazzy, you're an adult. A slothful adult. Man, you're slothful, chemically interested, and sickly. You're very different than what you are in Hedge Knights, I must say. I prefer your Hedge Knight variant by a great measure. Iskania. 3 years and change. Thank you. I'll drink to that. Not that I need an excuse for drinking coffee. Alright, Kadath, your dream is done. We do have a few empty pods. So I'm gonna get some of the flawed 7s in there, I think. No, maybe not. I'm gonna go with super immunes. Flawless 6 super immunes if we have any. Where we don't. Alright, so this one. In this one. 2 flawed 6s going in. You guys want me to get boomalopes via trade. That's going to be really tricky because they're not like always offered, but I will do my best. I do think it's a less reliable way of going about it, but not ridiculously difficult. Rise it will take Mr. Johns. Now the other question is, I'm probably going to want to trade heading south because it's winter, and Mr. Johns will straight up die if I go north because it will just be too cold. So Mr. Johns, what is your temperature tolerance? Negative 35°C? Oh, that's actually pretty generous. So there's a few things I need to figure out. Is maximum range of the pods, because I'll probably pod out. Alright. So this is what I can look for. I can hit up this cluster here. And there's a road, making it a little bit easier. So maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll go out to this Amtas and then work my way in. I like it. Oh, dog treats. Hey, bud. He's a very sleepy boy today. Oh, so yes, this is. I need to make a Mark 12. Super immune, and that was originally paired with kind. So gotta put kind in there. There's so much metabolic efficiency excess here that it might not be needed. It might just drive up the complexity. But no, I do want awful shooting. I want them to suck at shooting. Alright, so this lowers the complexity, which should make it easier to cook up. So, Prisoner Mark 12s. Rolling out. Kadeth, you look very different than the way you looked a second ago. Just taking a look at you. You're not much of a doctor, but like you'll work on it. I'm glad that you're not going to be cutting into me. And you'll be a shooter, so I'm going to move you up to the shooter group. And with that said, I believe I need some sort of decent weapon for you. So, charge rifle made by T-Sang coming up. And in fact, Wendy is going to work drive. If I could find, there it is. Work drive T-Sang into fabricating one quicker. Bryzit's psi focus is close enough to 100%. Let's get him and Mr. Johns. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to load Tordek in there. Him and Mr. Johns out. So for that, bring... I'm not too worried about the food spoiling because it's going to be frozen. So bring some fine meals and rice. Some meds, some tea, some smoke leaf, just in case. Go juice for if I get jumped and I need to inject. The other thing I could do is, bring the eggs I don't want and have him just dump it to the first colony that he visits. Oh my god. So many eggs. Also, of course, want silver, because if I do end up finding boomalopes, you know, you don't want to give silver. Oh, corpses, corpses, corpses. What's down here? Or no, you know what? I'm going to trade organs. That seems more fitting. Seems way more fitting to me. Given what kind of colony we run. I'll also bring the locust armor. Alright, cool. Caravan's topped up. Give him locust armor to tribals. Yeah, what could go wrong? Door to the good eggs are now forbidden, so we can't load the wrong ones. And the 2 new pods are full of flawed 7s, or flawed 6s, with super immunity. Trying to introduce more super immunity. We do have a lot of super immune that are currently in the pods, but, you know, it's kind of hard to calculate that until they're out. Is there food for the horse? Yeah, there's raw rice that I'm sending. And then sending the horse away will allow me to fix up the barn as well. So there's that benefit. How long have I played this colony? This is my 30-second stream, and most of my streams are either 5 or 4 hours long. So, a long time. I think, what is it? Somewhere in the... So it says 6 days, 20 hours. That's not exactly true, because sometimes time will elapse and I'm not playing. But yeah, a lot. Alright, we have Star. Star, the Hussar. Want to scan red eyes. So there's a tiny chance that this works, but you guys can do the prediction on that if you'd like. It's a snowball's chance in hell that I get the red eyes scanned, and it's not like a need to have. It's just I'd like red eyes if I can scan it, but that's the only thing that I want to scan off of the Hussars. So the prediction is, will I scan red eyes as part of a gene bank? It can be coupled with anything else. I just want the red eyes. So for Kadath, I was thinking of doing the learning assistant. That's not a bad idea. And then also giving Kadath the shooting serum that I have down here. Bringing Kadath shooting probably up into the 18 range. Wendy has, again, another inspired surgery, so I might as well burn it. And Brazit wants to age reverse. All right. That's going to be a little awkward because you're on a trade run. So maybe once you're home from the trade run, you'll age reverse. But copy that. We're starting to get age reversal requests because they're hitting 25 years old. Apparently past 25, you're past your prime. Makes me feel bad, man. But, you know, that's RimWorld for you. Alright, what are we waiting on? Embryos we don't have access to, maybe? Yeah, I think that's what it is in rice. Okay. We're good. The embryos that we wanted secure are secure. So we are headed out to visit Bio. Insert a Leo DiCaprio joke. They're not trying to date Leo, though. They just don't want to age past 25, whereas Leo doesn't want to date anyone past 25. The two are very different. Alright, Kadath, you are now learned. Your learn rate? 170%. Not bad, not bad. I mean, you're not like too smart fast learner with those implants, but still. Alright. First is Yaks and Muffalo, so not what we want. But to lighten up the load of the caravan, I am going to sell the embryo here, because the embryos do weigh a bit, and it will speed us up. And I suppose I will give bionics to the tribals. Kind of a way to torture them, because if they try to implant them, they're likely going to fail the surgeries and die. I'm going to go out to sit on and then work my way back in. So I got Locust Armor, which I want to trade to sit on because it's heavy as hell. And then some organs left to trade, plus a lot of silver because we just made a whole bunch of silver. Shield. Beautiful And psychically hypersensitive? What are you, becoming a high mate on me? Where are you? This is you? So you're a prisoner. And yeah, you're slowly becoming a high mate. Hilarious. An eagle became a child. Are you allowed out? Yeah, you're allowed to be a colonist. So it'll remain one for now. We're almost done shredding all the mechs. We have like 10k steel. Whaler, you have to be enslaved. Womp, womp, womp. Also makes me realize that, Sapo, what about you? Soon we're gonna need a bigger hybrid prison. Sapo also has to be enslaved. Nothing like enslaving 3-year-olds, right? Totally normal RimWorld things. How many people do you think this colony has eaten? Somewhere in the thousands. Probably not tens of thousands yet, but definitely past 1,000. As I usually keep the corpses around 500 and we eat multiple people a day. Many people a day. Hey, Mike. Thank you for your resub. Alright, Kadath, you've got a rifle. You've got armor made by Wendy. Unfortunately, it's only normal quality. And a helmet and clothing. Yeah, you'll be all set up. Whoa! I'm glad I looked. I didn't realize that there was no valid path into the colony. That could have been bad. Fantasy! Are you free or are you not? You are free. It has been a remarkably calm period of time in this colony. Maybe I jinxed it. I will see. Q attack from Randy. I know. Randy also gave me a bulk goods trader and a trade inspiration in the same second, which is just unheard of. So I'm waiting. I'm really waiting for the other shoe to drop. So those that worry that I was running out of space, I heed your warnings. I have added quite a lot of capacity. The trouble that I'm going to be left with is making crummy beds. Sickiest, how is your construction skill? 0? Perfect. Anyone that walks by is going to be drafted into making the world's worst beds. Oh, 0? Perfect. Kath, 4? Good enough. Frosty, 8? Too good. Bear, what about you? You're nearby. 0? Perfect. Make me the world's worst beds, please. If you're wondering, these beds are for prisoners. And crappy beds means that they stay in bed longer. So they cause fewer problems. Come on, Bryzit. You've barely ridden to sit on there. So I got reduced pain, cold tolerant, super fast wound healing, and heat tolerant. It's a lot of genes. They're all wrong. They're all wrong, but it is a lot of genes. So no, I did not get the gene I wanted. So the next attempt will be Sarai or Evie. Evie. The next attempt will be Evie. For more red eyes. Some good old good old-fashioned mountain shaving here. I need more slate for blocks. If I got a bulk goods trader, I'd buy it because I've got more silver than labor. Megasloth, are you coming to steal food? You must be on that trajectory. Oh, good. What the hell? I don't want a good bed. Who made this? You should be ashamed. Now, Zleb's here as a greeting committee for the Megasloth that should not be touching my food. Apparently, my turrets don't care. Rude. I think all the other turrets lost the line of sight. And it's dead. Become prisoner food. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld, the first Wendigo, which originally streamed live on Twitch, July 23rd. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and timers for upcoming streams, as well as a link to Twitch. If you'd like to join my online gaming community on Discord, it also has a link to Discord there too. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Patreon patrons, Twitch subscribers, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Hope to catch a next episode or upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow Wendigos.